TruVue Podcast.
A bunch of different views.
The boys keep it real, man. I really like listening to them, man. They funny. Yeah. Son. You know what I'm saying? They really speak their truth. The hell was that? You're. What it do? What the business is?
What's happening right now?
What's good? It's your boy Mel, and we are back in the building again.
The fuck?
Bringing the barbershop to the box office, baby. TruVue Podcast. Let's get it. Let's go.
Yeah, I am -X, man. TruVue Podcast. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Alley to my guy.
Yuzerski, now out here bringing enemas to the podcast game. Do your thing, homie. It's all content. I'm Jay. I'm here. Let's get it popping.
Yo, what's popping, people? It's Zoe, man. I'm in the building. We about to get into it.
One love. Once again, thanks again for tuning in. Grown Man MJ here. Subscribe and join the tribe. Appreciate y'all showing up. Let's get it, fellas.
Whoo! Man, that was all right. Let's get into it, guys. Cheers. Salute to a good episode. Whoo! All right, man. What are we getting into today? Well, we are getting into Paramount's Devotion. What is Devotion, you might ask? Well, Jonathan Majors and Glenn Powell star in the epic and inspirational true story of two elite U.S. Navy fighter pilots who helped turn the tide in the most brutal battle in the Korean War. Jesse Brown, the first black aviator in Navy history, and his fellow fighter pilot and friend Tom Hudner make heroic sacrifices, and enduring friendship would ultimately make them the Navy's most celebrated wingmen. Devotion.
Yeah, stay in there.
You say what?
Devoted to getting through that.
Man, I would.
Appreciate you.
Man, you know what I'm saying, man. No matter what, I try and get
push through.
Give them something to look at, while I'm.
Look at me now. Look at me now. Oh.
That boy good now.
So I'll say this real quick about the look at me. I thought visually this was 10 times better than Top Gun. I'll put it up against, as far as cinematic quality for the time. The only thing that the last time I saw something this good was Pearl Harbor, from the bombs, and I've decided that this is gonna be a hot take, right? But I don't think war movies made with aircrafts that are jets are ever gonna be able to live up to that propeller metal engines war movie. It's something about hearing those planes that makes the stakes even higher. You know what I'm saying? Like when you're
Makes the combat a little closer.
Yeah, man, and it makes a 40 cal sound like it's a fucking 32, like a 50 cal sound like it's a 32. Like the shit was different. Like when they're flying through that war zone before they take out the bridge, right? And the bullets are zipping through. Like my wife came down midway through it, and we and her started watching it watching it on the couch together, and we're both on our edge, like holy, like the bullets just felt like they were right there. The danger feels more permanent. And then I get that they had like a cheat code with this being a true story, but one of my biggest problems with Top Gear was no enemy. A true enemy has never really been identified. They went like there was a political route with PC route where they were like the enemy, but they never identified a country. And it was something about knowing who we're going against and the time that just made everything like, I mean, obviously it was real, but even if you never knew this was a basically a true story, if you fell off a rock and you woke up out of a coma and this was presented to you, I still think the stakes and the investment in each character would still be at the level that that you got from knowing all of that with the movie as is.
Well, I think they did a good job in that. In this being a war movie, they didn't necessarily deviate to the action so much, and they did a good job of actually uh, putting actual depth into the characters that they had. Even the I don't want to call them auxiliary wingmen, but the guys who were supporting the two main stars, uh, those wingmen even had a little story to them too, because the guy that they lost, who was out testing the I forgot what they
Yeah,
called it, but he was testing the equipment, and he came back and he did that throttle and it took him into the water. You saw you got some of that story when his wife was explaining to him, he was one of the few friends he had in the military, or the Navy, and that actually hit him in a different way than it hit for a lot of the other people, and how they took it. And so I just like how they established the characters in this, being that it was a war movie based around a true story. Go ahead, though.
No, I was just gonna say I'm really glad you brought up that scene because I struggled back and forth with that character in particular because I felt like for what he meant to um, Brown's character, his death kind of was just kind of like, eh. But then the aftermath of it, where when Brown says to the other his wingman, where he's like, just because you write don't mean you have to say it. Then you start feeling it. But like in the way he died, it was just so for a war movie and a war movie of the time that it's in, it was just so passed by, if that makes
No,
sense.
that scene was cold, because he was like, although you write, you don't have to say it. And there was a lot
Right.
of things that I was being told to do that was right to my commanders, but wasn't right for
Oh
me.
my God, bro. When he
And
said,
yeah,
oh
and I
shit,
was teaching him that sometimes you got to veer off the command to make the right, make the right moves out
when
here.
he said, when he was like, when he said, you if you follow the rule, if you listen you don't die, or if you follow the rules you don't die, right? That's the
Right.
summation. I'm not sure if the exact line, do you guys know what I'm talking
No,
about?
you right. Yeah, you
Okay,
right.
when he hit that line, that shit hit different, and immediately I was like, word, bro. Because I was like, this is how you fucking connect like film and current time, because it's like there's a different way. There's a thousand different ways they could have done that scene, a thousand different lines that could have been said. But for something, for at a time where we're constantly being told comply to survive, and still not fucking making it out, for them to make that connection in that moment without being preachy, I thought that was dope, and I really enjoyed that in the writing.
I didn't even make that connection, Jay. That's a good connection to, the current state of, what we dealing with police force, and
Right,
comply,
exactly.
don't die. Yeah, that's a
And then
good
the
one.
stance on authority, and it's like just because it like when he was like, oh, I'm glad you saw it that way, and he's like, well, that's what happened, and it's like I immediately have like go into like this de facto application of the rules in America. It's like they're written beautifully. Not I'm so sorry. Oh god. They're written, but then the application of them, the de facto application of those laws is totally different than what is actually on paper. You see what I'm saying? Or how they're enforced is totally different. So homeboy with the but that's what happened, he didn't understand.
Nah, those were awesome points. But I'd want to bring up how my motherfucking surround sound system was fucking working. God damn it, that shit.
Boy,
God damn. I'm talking, dog. It was beautiful. It was beautiful. Like I'm talking the gunshots, propellers, motherfucking bombs being dropped. Goddamn, even the crash scenes, all that shit. Everything was working. God damn it. I'm like, this is why I
do you re-
paid system,
wait,
right?
wait, wait, Lamel, before you continue.
Yeah,
Do
yeah.
you
I remember
regret
Pearl
not?
Harbor,
I've
but
seen. Fear, yes. The whole time I'm comparing, I was like, "Holy shit! I found a new movie to test my surround sounds out to." But do you regret not being able to see it in the theater?
no, not at all. This was a very good watch at home. Like I really enjoyed this. I don't know if I would have gotten the same feel and excitement going to the movie theater. I don't think this was that type of movie. Like
I think it had a slower tempo,
yeah,
and that actually made it, like what Mel said, a good home watch because you actually were able to be comfortable and kind of soak into how the film was developing. Because to me, it was a slow burn to the development of action and uh, how the title relates to the story that's being told and everything else. I don't feel like you get that to the latter half of the movie. After the
Yeah,
first maybe hour 20, you don't even get none of that connection to after the first hour 20, in my opinion.
I mean
oh,
that's a
most
good
definitely
point. What do
that
you
and
think the? How
the
did you
love
connect the
story as
title?
well.
Oh, devotion. Fuck my God, man! Like this shit was great. Mike, how did you connect the title with our 20 with the film?
Devotion. I mean, at the end of the story, they telling how long they looking for his body.
His
Uh,
wingman was
the
devoted to
the
find him. He was
the
devoted to
pact
his
that he
wife.
made, the pact that he made with his wife in the kitchen, for him to be there for him when they were talking in the when they were talking, I guess it's called the gully of the ship or whatever in their room, when after he had got the reprimand for not obeying orders, and he was like, just be my wingman. And how that was interpreted for I keep forgetting the lieutenant's name. Uh
Yeah, like when he
how
was
that
like
was interpreted for the lieutenants, to incorporate action versus just pushing the paper and the policy and this and that and by the book.
Tom.
He had to do stuff outside. Yeah, time. Yeah, he had
yeah
to do stuff outside of
when
what
he
was
said
considered the job, I guess.
yeah, like basically following like the typical chain of command. You gotta like when he said like fuck the life vest, just jump in the water with me. That kind of like made me start thinking about like often we never, you know what, that's a different. n- I'm getting better, guys. I'm getting better. See how I'm avoiding tangents? Growth, ladies and gentlemen. You, the listeners, you're welcome because I was about to lead you down some fucking bullshit. Not bullshit, but a totally different podcast. But
Yeah,
yeah, see how I stopped that? Can
yeah.
I get a round of applause, please? Please, come on. I deserve that one.
I mean, you still took us on a tangent about you not going down the tangent, but I gave him the short golf clap. Gave him the
I
short-
hate all of you motherfuckers. One day I'm
no,
gonna get
man.
bit. Never mind.
Yeah, yeah.
I need
No, man.
new
The
friends.
devotion and the love story between his wife, that was awesome to me. Like I like those type of love stories where it's not just like a cheesy, sappy romance type
Yeah,
ordeal. Like they was really in love, and you could really see. I love seeing that on the camera.
Well, it
Um,
was love with action. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? It was
yeah,
it was
yeah,
a duty involved with it. It just wasn't a bunch of hugging and spinning in the rain shit,
Mhm.
as you were saying. But I
it was
do get what you.
substance. It
I
was
do what you get.
substance
What
to
you. It
it.
was substance. Yeah, it was like I
Yeah.
said, it was duty because
But
they both understood they role.
But Mike, to me, I feel like beyond the love, I feel like we got just enough of the wife, like on screen.
I
And
could get a little more. I
I,
could
you
get
know what? You can always
a
add more, but I felt like it was like the perfect balance. It wasn't
look
enough.
at look at
Oh, y'all are dirty. I meant like it wasn't
boy.
too little where the love story would became you had you had doubts about how devoted they were together, but it wasn't so much that it became a second story being told and his
And
story being cut in
just
half. Like it was
I'm sorry to
perfect.
hop in on that, Jay,
Go
but
ahead, go ahead,
to
go ahead.
add to the title devotion is also something, you know, to rep for your country and to be on the side of a country that does not have your side almost.
Mm, yeah,
That's a
Oh
level of devotion too.
man.
yeah, buddy.
Oh man. Fuck. Like that's kind of I shit.
Don't you go down that tangent. You just asked us to clap for you and shit that you wasn't taking us down tangent. Now you trying
Yeah.
to take us down tangent.
Well, no, all I was gonna say is like I wish there was I didn't want him to die, but I wanted to get seriously fucking injured and then have
Damn.
Brown have to
Wow.
be the one to save him. But you remember the tall white army dude that kept fucking with him?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I just wanted him to get like a gut shot and then Brown be the one to like kill the person that killed him and like
Technically,
something
he did.
bad to like I just didn't like
Nope.
him.
But something did happen to him, and Brown was the one that saved his ass. So
Yes, that's true. But he didn't get hurt, is what I'm saying. Like he like that bulletproof vest saved him a little bit too much for me.
man, what about you, Hyphen, man? How you feeling? You've been sitting back quiet. Go
Uh,
ahead, clip.
oh no, like I said, like it was the pay. I like the story. The story has to be told. But I almost feel as if this was almost like at the level of what's the Will Smith movie, Emancipation. You know what I'm
Emancipation.
saying? Where yeah, like it didn't really have to be inspired by a true story. You know what I'm saying? Like this movie could have stood on its own by not having that historical backing. You know, to me, you know, that's why I
I got
didn't
some
give it a
pushback on
full.
that one. I got pushback on that one. I
Oh, go
actually
ahead.
feel like this one it was very well put together, far better than Emancipation was, because Emancipation wasn't even really highlighting the main character. This one is highlighting
Okay,
the
well,
main.
let's also
It's giving.
recognize
It's
that Apple
it's
is
giving.
like a studio of like all of 10 years that we're dealing with Paramount that has decades on Apple. So they know what they're
None of that
doing.
matters because they just buy these
Right,
movies
right.
and not putting them out.
Yeah.
But
Oh
Emancipation
shit.
wasn't like about the main character. This one was truly about the main character, giving his background. Like arguments that we did bring up in Emancipation, they went back and gave us background story about him. You were able to really fall in love with the character. You understood his determination, his motives, his motivation, and then the outcome, like you really felt like he was like shit, because I know when that outcome hit, I was like, fuck, man, for real. Like, god damn. Because at first I thought I was gonna get my chance to be like, oh yeah, the great white savior. Nah,
Mhm.
didn't happen, bro. I was like, god damn.
Bro, the movie was over and I was still like, well, maybe in part 2 they'll go
Right,
get
I'm
him.
waiting
Like,
for
I'm
after credits. I'm sitting here looking at this motherfucker like Marvel. Like, wait a minute, it got to be an after credit scene.
like he's
Come on, man. Y'all can't
Tony
leave
Stark is
I
gonna
don't know.
come back. Don't do that.
I wasn't that emotionally invested in it. I think that was due to the pacing. Not to say that the story
Okay.
isn't good or anything like that. I think the acting of the individual characters were great, but I wanted more. Just like you said, that great romance between him and his wife. Like I wanted more of that, based on the simple fact that that's what was like. There was two things that was keeping him going: his family and every hateful thing that someone had said to him, because he wrote it down in a journal. Like
Boy,
I wanted more of that story. You know what I'm saying? What drove him? Go ahead.
Them looks in that camera, boy. Woo, that mirror. I was like, God.
Now, I do want to ask a question about that scene because this was set like in
The
50s?
50s.
1950s.
the 1950s or 1950, 1951.
Right.
And at that time, there was no rap music. So my question is, do you think the low vibrational messages that we are receiving from rap music is actually motivational as it was for this character?
I don't know if I
Can be.
understand the question.
If the
What,
if
what
the
I'm
fuel
saying,
and the
what I'm
if
saying
the
with the
fuel and the
question is,
vehicle is going to the right destination, yes.
yeah.
I,
What I'm
I
saying
like
with the
what
question, Jay, is what I'm saying with the question, Jay, is at that time he would be told all of these messages of your inadequacy, and that is what he used to
he drew
motivate him to
strength.
be better than what they saw him as.
Yeah, he drew
So in
strength.
rap music, you are bombarded with messages of I'm gonna fuck your bitch, you a lame ass. Oh, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna shoot these, you know what I'm saying? You the ops, all of this other stuff. So do you think those messages also help internally fuel the Negro as well in a motivational way?
No, not these new Negroes. I will say that.
Not these
Not
new
I
Negroes.
mean, I think that is a
these,
happy and
these motherfuckers
optimistic,
is stupid.
um, hopeful outcome, but I don't think it's done.
Well, I looked at it from this, Jay. Like we used to get hyped for football and basketball, listen to DMX.
Mm-hmm.
Stop,
Right.
drop,
Shut
shut
them
them
down.
down, open up shop.
Yeah.
Woo!
And
That's talking about
motherfuckers working
drugs.
at McDonald's used to get hype listening to hustling, flipping fries. It's all an
Right.
application, but I'm just saying, like today's, I think what you're talking about would be the beautiful, the perfect outcome for it, right? Where like it's a motivation to be like, oh, you think you go so far left that you're like, I'm gonna show you how far off you're like from me. It's the amplification of when Cat Williams say, no, we're better than that, right? That's your outcome. What I'm saying reality is, and nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers just want
Influence
to
is gonna happen
rock,
regardless.
rock. They don't give a shit. They just want to like all day. They don't give
I
a
just want to
fuck
rap.
about nothing.
I just want to rap. I just want to rap.
Hmm.
Rap. Nah, let me quit. Let me quit.
Um,
I do love that song.
and it's like and you can tell and you can tell there's a changing of the guard because they're like, once I heard is I want to rock now the new anthem over the intro for Philly, I was like, oh, we're changing. The world is changing. There's a shift.
Have you seen videos of Kensington, Philadelphia, dog? The Kensington Ave and
Brethren,
all that shit?
that
Bro,
is,
that shit
I
is
didn't even know. When I found out that
shit is
place existed,
woo.
I was like, see, tangent, Mike, you almost had me.
No, ain't no tangent. We talking about how the song, how the music is motivation. What I'm really trying to say is just a lot of times these messages that we hear and are taken as negative, I'm just saying, are used as fuel in some other ways. That's all I was
Yeah, no, I mean, like, it's everything can be applicable to how you do it. Like when when I listen to 50 Cent while I'm
It's
working,
like
it's like,
the way I took it from the movie is you don't really have outward racism from other races where you getting it direct how they were getting it at that time period.
right.
So instead now it's kind of like we tell it to ourselves in the motivational way, like he did in the mirror. That's what I was trying to say.
Like how
Burning the
they
coals.
like
He burning
repurposing
the
the
coals.
N-word,
Yeah.
kind of like repurpose. No, and I thought that's one of the things I thought was really dope is that we got to get his backstory through his eyes, and so it's like when I didn't need to see like when he was like, oh, my commanding officer refused to pin my wings on me at graduation because of the stories he's already told, because of how we see that mirror scene. We can already imagine how that affect like brought him to be the person that he was when that we were being presented with.
Hell,
So
he was able to pull the movie star that the other dude wasn't. And that shit.
yo, But let him tell it. It's a whole different thing. Man, shout out to Liz Taylor. If that's real, like I just want to say that was dope. That was fucking dope. Um
Oh, he ain't with me.
I love how they got the play at the door too. That motherfucker's like, all right, y'all hold on, because it looked like his homeboys wasn't really. They was just like, all right, yeah, this nigga.
All right, they gave in quick.
Right, they like, yeah, this nigga. All right, come on, man, shoot him some bell. He's like, hold on. Oh, wee, poo poo, hon, parlez-vous, hoo hoo, boo boo. And then they was like, oh shit, okay, all right, you on the list?
Yeah, I just wanted more of his story. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted more of his story, and so that was just a shortcoming for me. But I did enjoy what I watched. I think it was very educational. But I like the way it was shot. The way it was shot was nice. I enjoyed the airplane scenes. Those were fun.
I don't feel like we got enough of them though.
Nah, man, I did.
Yeah,
I did those were fun.
yeah,
Man,
those
you
were fun.
should have came over to my crib, dog, because I had the motherfucker wanging. Like I was there with him.
I'm
I
already
felt all I
knowing
was missing if I would have cut the fan on just me so I could feel the wind and shit while I was letting that motherfucker wang. God damn. I was there. House was a rocking.
Like I just wanted more of that. Like I think this may have been. I would have enjoyed this being a series opposed to a movie. I would have enjoyed that.
I don't know.
Maybe
I don't know how I would have felt about
maybe like
the series because of the
6 episodes.
The pacing that they did in this movie alone was a little kind of like come on, man, let's get to it. But they
I think
put
that
it
would.
For,
I think that would
for,
have
for
gave.
the build up that they used, I kind of see what Hyphen is saying. If we would have got, instead of him just telling backstory of the academy, if we would have got some of that shock that he was getting,
Yeah,
the
like a
racism
little
from the
flashback.
academy, going through it and everything, and going through the Naval Academy and getting to his rank and everything. If we would have got some of that with graphic detail, I think that would have helped the story or the time period or the time length of the movie, I should say.
And I don't think they
Yeah.
could do that in 2 hours. So I agree. Like
I think they could have.
I think 6 episodes it would have been a better move though. If you do
Now,
it
if
in
you do
2
this a
hours,
series wise, I don't want to see no more than 3-4 parts.
I'm with 4.
I'm with
I
you,
think
but
4
then
is
that's gonna put
reasonable.
you at about like 2 hours, 2.5 hours. So
4 parts, that's 4 hours.
Yeah.
oh, you doing an hour episode? I was gonna do
Yeah.
like 40,
Mm.
30 to 40 minutes, depending. Because some of them shits was drug along. I mean, it was no matter what, I enjoyed the story, but I mean, it was still some spots where they fell short on. So
Shout, but shout it. Shout, but shout it. Shout, shout, shout,
Yeah.
shout. But shout it. Shout,
I didn't.
but
I didn't even know he was doing that.
shout, but shout it.
you said what?
I didn't even know you was doing that from out of nowhere. That was smooth, bro.
Well, the conversation did start turning though.
It did. I was like, oh
Right.
shit. Let me get.
Yeah,
Oh
he
shit.
read the room.
That's what we do, man. No, one of my biggest short buses where they didn't really focus in on the bully of the show, or the bully of the movie that was really giving him the negative vibes and stuff, and I'm guessing racism. Like they didn't really define it as racism. It was a couple
Oh,
of
they
spots.
sprinkled it in there. They let you
Yeah,
know.
it was sprinkled, but it wasn't like how we know it. Like how we know that pass went in the 50s. You the first black dude coming in that motherfucker. Like, yeah, we know how it really went, but they cleaned it up a little bit. Again, they probably I don't know if Dos Santos was if he fucking canceled whatever the past was in here, like he trying to do everything else. But I don't know. I don't know what happened there, but I wanted that realism as far as how he was really being treated and not just allude to it.
Well, this is a PG, right?
I
So you will
believe.
have to so you will have to change the rating to get that type of grittiness and realness that you want.
Yeah, PG
So
13.
what you really want is a rated R movie. That's what you
No,
really
not
want.
necessarily. Not necessarily. Like I think
You
they could have hinted at it a little better then. If you're gonna, because it was just felt like it was just name calling. He was just being bullied a little bit. Like, and it was just like, oh, he calling me names. Oh, hey, you don't
Mhm.
belong here.
Right.
Er. So I'm
Hey, get
supposed
out of here.
to like
Yo,
I'm
all
supposed
right.
to
So
hate him because
let me ask you a question. What is it about um fuck, this is gonna sound all right. Just know that I'm coming with good intentions. It's a curiosity. This is not
Mhm.
shade. But
Yeah.
what is it about black men, right? Black American men, that in order for them to accept the trauma from a certain time period, they need to witness the violence of it.
No,
Like the story
well,
of it is not enough. Like what is it about it that the
I
desire?
understand. I understand
Yeah.
your
You
question.
see what I'm you see what my question?
I'll get to it. Yeah, I understand it. I'll get to it. But
Okay.
my whole issue with it is not that it wasn't violent enough. It's just that if we're going to visit this time, we really need to see, if you're really going to tell the story, really tell
Tell
the
the
story.
fucking
Don't
story.
CRT
Yeah,
Right.
the movie. Don't CRT it. You know what I'm saying?
right. Yeah, like if you're really
CRT.
going to
Motherfuckers,
tell, oh, go ahead.
motherfuckers really did some shit to a certain group of people, to a certain different demographic on purpose here in the United States. And then when they go and show it, they pacify it like they did here, like they was just a bunch of name callings and shoving. No, they was
Right.
kicking in fucking doors, hanging niggas from motherfucking trees, cutting off dicks and shit. Like
God
this is
damn.
like
Yo,
this is
pause. Like okay, okay.
this is
All
what
right.
was
Then
happening.
let's
We watched
This was
Mudbound,
what
fam. Don't act like it didn't happen.
Yeah,
God
this
damn.
what happened. This is what
but
happened.
yeah, no. The whole reason I brought up the brought up that was the fact that they're going above and beyond trying to tell this story, and I appreciate them telling the story. But if you're gonna tell it,
Yeah.
really tell it so
Tell it all the way through.
people don't know this story and don't know how it was back then, they really get a taste and a grasp of for what's really going on, what really happened, and why this was a big ass fucking deal to have a black guy flying a plane for the first time, because they wasn't giving us these opportunities, man. And that's, they did try and show that, and they did with the other black naval officers and stuff. They come together, they bought him a gift and gifted that to him. But I really needed them to display that hatred that they had for us back then.
Yeah. And his climb and perseverance. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? I would
Yeah,
like when he gave that description, the description of
that's why I say
he said 10 times, right? He had to do the swim test, right? 10 times.
yeah,
So
that's
they
why I'm
try to
saying they
kill
should have
him ten
showed a lot of those
times.
scenes. They should have showed a lot of them scenes.
That makes sense.
Hell yeah.
But then too,
Like that
Because
shit
it would have
happened,
gave
man.
Lamel what he's asking for,
yeah,
and then
Right.
it would have made the movie more central around his character,
but then it
and
makes
Correct.
the
it would have made
makes
Glenn
the narrative.
Powell more of the co-star. Glenn Powell seemed to be more about just as much about Glenn Powell as it did to
Yeah.
be about my man
It
Jonathan.
was like his like the white man's fight for fairness and shit. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying? Trying to be friendly but fair. You know what I'm saying? Like it was insubordination. You know what I'm saying? But here
Mm-hmm.
he's like, nigga, you don't know what that means. Like a slap on the wrist for you is not the same as a slap on the wrist for me. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And then like how he was like, damn, like it like it didn't make sense to him. You know what I'm
It
saying?
probably
Like
did.
he not one of those.
I feel like it did click with him. Like it did click. Like he was like, oh
Because
fuck, I ain't even think about it like that. Like, because he really
Right.
was. I mean, and granted, yeah, back then we did have white allies. So I'm sure, like, if you had to jar them a little, like, hey, motherfucker, it ain't the same for you as it is for me over here, bro. But if they did that and they went back and they actually showed that, it makes that mirror scene that much more powerful and
Yeah.
more than just like black
Well,
people get that, because I'm sure
I,
every black person that's
So
seen that
then, do
scene
you
like,
think
yeah,
that? So then, do you?
hold
I'm
on,
not. I'm
Jay,
not
because I was
against.
trying
Oh,
to get a
sorry.
question in real quick, Jay, or a statement in, because I think what LaMail was asking for in the movie, the time period that they set it around when he's actually on base and going to war. I think in that time period, you don't get as much of what he said he faced in the training periods and coming up again. So that's why I say that's kind of needed to be shown versus him just saying it back to get what LaMail is asking for. To get what LaMail is asking for, you're not gonna see it in wartime because we really fighting for our lives for these
I was gonna
days
say,
and
over
every day
there
ain't
we was
promised.
actually treated a lot better than what
Yeah,
we was.
right.
So yeah.
Like when you made it, I gotta rely on your ass now. Okay, you gonna be as many niggas under the breath now. Well, you
Yep.
ain't gonna
So
be
then, do you think my question was
waiting.
unfair then?
No, I mean, I think
No,
everybody
it's. I mean, I
No.
don't think it's a need to see it, Jay. I don't think it's a need to see it. What LaMail saying is like, say you were from France, like we just did represent. Say you were
Right.
from France and you watch this. You need to see it to really understand and digest what that time period was
Okay.
like.
Okay. Got you. It clicked. Makes sense. Yeah. No, I agree. I mean, but for me, I think it didn't take away anything from the story
no, it didn't.
or like what I thought about the movie.
But it could have made it that much better though. That's the thing.
I can agree to that.
I think it's like an attempt to water down black heroes and make
I'm
them
not.
American
That's a
and
conspiracy.
make
I'm not gonna
and
go that far.
I would like to finish my statement and to highlight more American heroes, make them out to be American opposed to Black American
Black
heroes,
American.
and in order to really highlight a Black American hero in that time period, I believe that you do have to show some of their triumph and some of the adversity that they had to go through to make it to this pivotal moment. Because we're talking about the first, you know what I'm saying? The very first one, and we do know that the very first one to crack into anything that was segregated at that time, they had to catch a lot of hell.
Ooh, a
You know what
lot.
I'm saying? So you have to show that hell so you can appreciate what he's accomplishing in the movie that they're trying to highlight. Like he's the very first Black aviator.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? He had to go through this to get here. So I think some flashback scenes would have benefited the story and
Yes.
amplified it to a whole nother level and maybe took out some of the boringness of this film.
Touche.
I'm not mad at that take. Um,
Yeah,
I guess for
touche.
me, I could take it or leave it. Like I agree with everything that you're saying. What showing it would have done for the film, I agree with all of that, right? But what I'm saying for me, as far as the enjoyability and the ability to connect with Brown's character, I also could have just not. I was okay with what was presented.
Yeah, you're
So
okay with the watered down version. That's fine. You know what I'm saying? Because it was what was given. You know, but to really connect with that Brown's
I
character
feel
to really
like I
understand
feel
what he
like
what,
I
what he
feel
went after.
like I feel like I feel like I
I feel
feel
like you
like you know
12 gauge to your ass right now.
I feel like you know what hyphen
No, I'm
you know
I'm just
what
expressing my
hyphen.
opinion about the
Nah,
film.
I
Cause,
hear you, and you know what
because
I'm
you
gonna
asked it,
say
no,
to
because
you,
you asked a
sir.
very.
You
Cause
know
no,
what
let
I'm
me say
gonna
this,
say to
because you
you.
asked a very pivotal question in the beginning, and I respect you for asking this question, because this is
Uh,
you were I think you were trying to seek understanding, because you said, Black Americans, you know what I'm saying, because you're Black, but you're a Black Jamaican. You know what I'm saying? So to see the
right.
story from our eyes, you said you want to be able to connect with Jesse Brown to be able to connect with Jesse Brown is to actually know what Jesse Brown went through to triumph and to accomplish what he accomplished. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
the watered down version is okay because it gives you the basis of who he is, but to
Right.
understand who he is and what he went through, you know what I'm saying, it will require a little bit more of a deeper explanation. That's all I'm saying.
Okay, there the compliments
Play
were
that
so
smack button.
backhanded throughout that I'm like I'm so
Well, I don't think I
I'm just
backhanded. I don't think
I'm
I
just
backhanded you.
but I'm gonna just say this. I'm gonna just say this, right? I'm gonna just say this. Peace and blessings. Peace and blessings to all. All
Wow.
right. Um,
I was
no,
just
it's all
answering his
good. No,
question.
no, and I respect the answer.
It was a good answer for me.
That was a
Yeah, I
very.
agree. I mean, I agree.
What other shortcomings did we
adjusting.
see?
Um,
I drug us down that tangent. I'm sorry, but
No,
yeah,
you said that you could have saw more use of his wife on the screen. How else could they have used her? I don't understand that other than her just, blessing us
yes,
with her presence on the screen. But
bless
I'm
me
just
with a
saying,
present. I know. She does. She did enough. She
yeah,
did
I don't
enough.
understand how she could have added to the story, is what I'm trying to say.
Like
Oh man,
she kind of seen things differently than her husband. Remember, like in the beginning, like they came home, she was blasting the music, she was painting, the baby was in there, wasn't no windows open. Just remember that.
Mhm.
Wasn't no windows open, wasn't no ventilation. You know what I'm saying? But they in
They know.
there with the baby and everything. She
They didn't know
said that the neighbor was.
probably did paint too.
I
Oh
thought it
yeah, the
was funny
time
that the
period,
baby
right?
didn't talk the whole time. The whole time, every time they
You
showed her,
know,
she never
But
had a
the baby
line.
was high. The baby was high as a
Yeah,
kite.
or
I think the baby was high off the paint the whole time.
or laugh. You know what I'm saying? But
She was.
I would like to see her outlook. I would like to see her outlook on the neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
That
Because
was good.
when they found out, like when she found out that the other neighbor, the one that she thought was nice, you know what I'm saying? When she found out, boom, this is the one who called the police. I think
So you
things would have changed for
saying
her a little bit.
if they showed a little bit of the adversity she had to go to be devoted to a husband in the military,
A black husband
and
in a white
yeah,
military.
and for her to have to stay down and how she would have to hold ground, you would have said that would have impacted the film a little bit more, and I think it
Yeah,
would have leaned
Yeah,
the film more to Jesse's side too.
Damn, that
yeah,
was way
because
better than what I was
because just
thinking. Because I
imagine,
see on the screen some more.
just imagine like a powerful scene of him coming home and speaking about like their adversities of what they had to go through throughout the day. You know what I'm saying? Like
After
what
they
they
showed
had to go
he
through
had to
every
go
day.
through,
Yeah,
that would have
like
been
why are they so devoted? Why are they so devoted to each other and to this plan? Because remember when she found out that he had to leave, he was like, "Hey, this is part of the deal. Like this is what we signed up for. You know what I'm saying? We knew it was a possibility. And I love the way she was like, I'm gonna be mad, but I'm gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? Like we need more of that on the screen. That's why I would like to see this be in more of a series, so that it gives the filmmakers more time to develop not just the characters, but develop the relationship amongst the characters. You know what I'm saying? For Tom to later on, his grandkid and their grandkid to be hanging out. Like I need to see that closeness. You know what I'm saying? Like I need to see why they were so like that because I just saw a respect and admiration. I didn't see like a bond. You know what I'm saying? I saw that they just respected each other. They had great admiration for each other. You know what I'm saying? But
Mhm.
not so much like a bond that this nigga gonna take care of my family once I'm gone. Like I didn't see that.
I think it's guilt that turned into love.
I was
I
thinking that
think
white guilt too.
I think it was guilt that turned into love because I felt like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, they were. He was one of only two people that he's ever invited home. So there's that aspect to it. But I, to the degree
Well,
that
you
they're
could.
connected, I don't know how much. But then
Well,
again,
I don't know. I
you never
mean,
know. Like
because
maybe that was enough.
That's what I was just
'Cause
gonna say.
yeah,
It might have been just enough, and
yeah,
like you saying, it could have been from Tom's character guilt that turns into a bond and kinship and all of that other shit.
yeah,
But from Daisy Daisy's side, it's like this is the last attachment I have to my husband.
Mhm.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying?
that's a
You
good
actually
look.
you actually spent the last year with this man that I didn't get to spend with him.
yeah,
You know what I'm
And his
saying?
final
And
moments.
and for him to be who he was in America's history, I'm sure in his family he holds a high regard.
yeah,
And for that to be the only attachment, I could see how that bond kind of lasts.
yeah.
Now, did you think
I,
he actually told his wife that he pulled Liz Taylor?
Nah, that story, she had to find that out in the movie.
You know, she
yeah,
got
like that shit. that no, baby. They said based on a true story. They didn't
Yeah,
say like
they
no. They didn't say
loosely. This is
they
loose.
loosely.
Yeah.
You know, it's not everything that is real.
They asked me no questions about friends.
Bruh,
You know
man.
I got
But
I
if
got
he
like
did, you gotta crown him though.
If you want to crown them, then crown their ass.
um
Let me say this before y'all get to going, man, because Jonathan Majors has been on a tear through Hollywood
Tell me about it.
since the Five Bloods as far back as I can remember. He has been on a tear, terrorizing everything he touched. I
Has he
imagine
missed
this.
yet? I don't think he's missed yet.
That's what I'm saying. I imagine him walking into the audition and everybody just start packing shit up, folding up
audition.
Time to
scripts,
go.
tossing them in the trash and everything. It's like it's
I don't
done,
see him
man.
auditioning anymore.
Because
Seriously.
I'm glad he's getting as many roles as he gets because he's doing a fabulous job. He's doing a fantastic job. Like the voice he chose to use in this and everything, it took me away from him it being Jonathan Majors and put me into this character that
No,
he was
he's a
playing.
beast.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he a beast, man. So I mean, hats off to me. He definitely gonna get my drama king for this. But if I had to pick a second, it would be between Daisy and the commander that was sending them off to the missions. I like
Yeah.
the dude that the one that
pause.
was kind of the one he was kind of guiding Tom's character in a sense. I like
Yeah.
his character as well too.
Yeah, his name
Yeah,
was
the call center supervisor. Our boy was getting riled up and ready to go. Before every shift. I was like, boy.
Oh god, dog. No, my definitely Jonathan Majors got my crown, but that goes without saying. I
Yeah, that's a
actually
good
gave
one,
my
man.
I think
I gave
it's
my
I'm sorry, Mel. I think it's Dean Denton, Captain Sisson.
Denton. Yeah, he played Captain
Yeah,
Sisson.
Dean Denton.
Um, no, I gave my honorary to Christina Jackson, who was Daisy Brown. I thought she really like highlighted the home values and everything, and really connected us in with the love story between them two. That wasn't a cheesy, sappy love story. So to
Real
me, that was
romance.
yeah, that was amazing, bro. Like kudos, and she's beautiful black woman. So wonderful. Kudos. Hats
Yeah,
off.
I'm just gonna follow. I'm just gonna follow behind you on that because Jonathan Majors is a definite. You don't have to say. Like Mike said, he been knocking it out the park. But that Daisy character, she was so wholesome. It was good to see a wholesome black woman who had some shape to her that wasn't overly sexualized.
I was
Like it
finna say
was
she had all
very
the clothes on
nice.
every scene.
Yes, it was
Still
very
Lord.
nice to see that. You know what I'm saying? And how I love the way that they spoke to each other. You know what I'm saying? I thought that was very nice, and I thought it was adorable when they played in the dark with each other with the flashlight. It was just adorable. So like,
We're seeing.
shout out to the black town, man.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think there was any bad acting in this one. So I don't disagree with anything that anybody that you guys mentioned, but I'll so given your guys' mentions, I'll say two people that haven't been mentioned, but Thomas Sadowski, who played Dick Civoli. Think he was on. Yeah, pause. But I think he was the 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 trainer guy that was kind of running the ship a little bit.
Okay.
I enjoyed his character. I thought uh, the way that like when he told homie to shut up, I thought that was funny. Sorry, I think let me think about this one. But yeah, him and and
I'm like, wow, I don't
yeah,
remember that scene, man.
so him and Glenn Powell, who played Tom Hunter. I thought those two characters were performed really well.
Oh yeah, yeah. Glenn
Where
Powell
they were
definitely.
both they both executed. That's what I'm saying. Like you can't really like talk bad about the acting. I
Hey,
mean, one of the kids, one of the wingmen was from 16 and Pregnant, Darren Kagaskov or whatever. And I could,
Kagasa.
yeah, him, that guy. And I could
He played
totally
a
see him
bit.
as a different person in this one. I had no clue. I did not see him in that show from back in the
And
day.
shout out to
Hey, what?
Joe Jonas who played Marty Good. He did his thing as well, man. Shout out to the Jonas brothers, man. They still out
Hey,
here.
I got a question. So when he was drying, when Tom was drying his hand and that ring popped out, what did that ring symbolize?
that was his ring from the academy.
Yeah.
Why was it like a secret?
I don't think
I
it
don't
was
think
a
it was a
secret. That's just old etiquette. Take your rings off when you washing off and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm, okay, because it was a way to Jesse kind of looked at it and was just kind of like kind of put Tom in the place of privilege. Like I don't know,
I
like I guess like he didn't go to the army, but he went to West Point or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like he's not
Right.
no real army boy or something like that. That's what I kind of the
Like that.
feeling I
believe
got from
I
it.
like that.
I believe he got the
Okay,
ring for time for serving or doing a certain task or something, maybe. I believe.
Hmm.
I'm not sure, but it might involve some kind of life threatening ordeal that he survives, which would give him a little more clout and respect. Like, oh, okay, you ain't just no pushover. You out here really doing this shit.
oh okay. I just
At
wondered
least
if
that's how I took it. But I'm sure they'll let us know like how wrong we is in the fucking comments and shit like they always do.
You niggers never fought on anything.
No, nothing.
All you do is march.
Marching sit-ins.
Yeah.
Throw your hands and shout. You niggers never have fought for nothing.
God damn.
My family's been fought in all the wars and all the militias here in Mississippi,
You disrespect
Alabama.
the flag at every chance you get.
That's all you motherfuckers want to do is sit around and play a game.
A bunch of good for
It's
nothing.
everyone's favorite game show. Rename that movie.
It was so he took control. Off the tangent.
Fly guy.
Oh, you motherfucker gonna come out. All right. I actually had that one. That was, that was yeah.
Ebony and Ivory.
Clipped wings.
Okay.
Oh, I like that one. The sky up there.
Black Hawk Down.
Who's that nigga on that nag?
God damn it.
Yeah.
You think another one?
Oil change.
Downtown Jesse Brown.
Downtown Jesse.
Shout out to Julie. Shout out
Dead
to
stick.
Julie.
What you say? What was that one?
Dead stick.
Dead stick. Damn.
Korean barbecue.
That hit the god damn.
Oh man.
Don't save him.
Damn.
He wanted to be saved. Oh, trust me, he did. He tried.
I was just saying. That's what his wife told him. Well,
Yeah.
nobody's gonna be able to say that motherfucker.
Damn, man. That one that hit so hard.
Andrew's in the outfield.
Bombs.
Oh, what is that one?
No, not Baghdad.
What is that one? What's
Yeah.
that one show, man?
This is Tokyo Drift.
I didn't like that
That
one.
makes sense. Though he drifted down. Like,
Yeah.
that is so fucking sad, man.
You
Damn.
know, border China, Korea? No, that don't work.
He was-
Tokyo, Japan. No, that don't work. That don't work.
He drifted down though. That come on, man.
Hurry
In
up
the
and buy
Navy
it.
now.
In the Navy now. You said hit stick?
I said dead stick.
Damn. All right, hit stick. Yeah.
That's what they was calling it when the plane lock up on them. A dead
Yeah.
stick.
I wonder why he had him open up the
Yeah, you know what, man? We thinking about the same thing right now because I was thinking the same shit. Like,
Well,
it's all them trees and shit.
yeah.
That's
Get
procedure
hit by a branch.
because that shit can close down up on you. You want to get that off.
Okay.
That was always
Wow.
you seen that in Top Gun too. They opened that shit up when they about to.
Well,
go
they
down.
got eject seats. Like they got
They,
eject.
that's that. Yeah, they had the eject button in, but in this you don't want that shit to trap you down up in there in the case of a crash.
Shit, it didn't do it, did it?
I was like, he hitting them trees like that.
I was like, I know he caught a couple to like pop, pop, pop. It's like, damn. Snowden. No,
Nigga, I'm cold.
Nigga, I'm cold.
I felt like this was the black version of Titanic. Like, yeah,
Coming in
man.
hot.
I was like, shit.
Lay me down to sleep.
Damn. That's
The push gift.
Life to go.
Damn.
Fuck the life vest. I guess you can't have a title of remove anybody.
Huh. Okay. Oh shit.
But I know where he got it from. So I was like, that's interesting. It wasn't bad though.
Yeah, no lifesaver. That's what you should have said.
Tom Sawyer.
Don't be trying to remix my shit, Diddy.
Man, I just tried to help you.
No, yeah, whatever, Diddy. All right, take that. All right, get the fuck out of here.
Tom Sawyer.
I owe my masters, motherfucker.
Masters wasn't selling, nigga. That's why they.
If the album is no. I just want to say some shit. When Roy said that shit on the track, I thought it was the most disrespectful thing I've heard in a long time. He's like, if the music isn't selling, then what do you own? 100% of nothing. I was like, God damn.
That's true. He's talking about.
I'm gonna say Tom Sawyer.
Tom who?
Tom Sawyer.
I'll be a Huckleberry. I never understood what does that mean because I've said that before and I don't know what that means.
Huckleberry
What does
is
that mean?
a fruit that grows out there.
Yeah, but what does no? That's a tangent. Not gonna do it. Not gonna do it. Oh my God, we've been on here for 2 hours.
No, we have not.
So you got a rename?
Got to rename Zoe?
I done lost it.
Yeah, I just
Flight program.
um,
Soul Plane.
Yeah.
Soul Plane.
Yeah.
Okay, Boogaloo Underwater.
Touched by an angel.
Yeah.
That felt racist. Can I take that? That felt. Can I take that back?
It had a
That-
big nose.
Now, see, that was worse because that wasn't even
Yeah, I
funny.
had.
Mine was.
I'm not gonna even say it. Like,
I was just trying to bail you out. That's all it
I
was.
appreciate it though. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
I don't know.
Now
It could get worse. It could definitely
Now
get
let's
worse.
just move. We could, or we could just move on.
When
This is
darkness
definitely-
falls.
Ay,
That's fucked up, right?
That got my vote. Boy, that was good. Yes. Oh, that's good right there. That's fucking good right there.
God damn.
God,
What
Jesus,
is that? What did the kid say? That was saucy. That was good.
saucy.
That
my head.
was saucy. That was good.
Zoe still trying to the
No,
mic
I
still
got one, but it's bogus. It's bogus. It's bogus.
Nah, let it rock. Go.
Oh, hey, did you just say what he just said? Go ahead, bro.
Nose guy.
Yo.
Hey, man, that was disrespectful.
Yeah, it's bogus. It's bogus.
Yeah, boy.
Really? Yo, I'ma just I can't co-sign none of. I'm not laughing because
Wow.
you know what? I'ma just just do one of those. Like, oh, who am I kidding? They know who I am. Which one is me?
I thought mine was gonna be the worst.
Bro,
I really thought mine was gonna be
bro.
Get dark real quick.
literally.
Oh,
Do y'all think the Korean guy walked past after the sunset? Like, y'all shit ain't nothing over here. And just kept on going.
wow.
I think he was
Wow.
Chinese, and I think somehow they got him out and they have his body till this day. That's my theory.
No,
I have
they got-
nothing
why
to
would they-
substantiate this, so this is all alleged, and
they
it's
got the
not
body
an
back.
accusation in any way, shape, or form. It's
They
just
got the body back.
an off the wall theory that is not an accusation in
He ain't
any
listening
way
to nothing
towards any
nobody's saying.
country. Huh?
Nope.
I said they got the body back.
No, I thought they were up until now. They're still trying to get it.
Up until now.
Yeah, when did they get it?
I thought they got the body back.
No,
No? Oh. well.
no, the kids and the his son and her grandkid, and
He
his
gone.
grandkid.
He gone.
Right.
Damn. That's no
They're trying to
disrespect.
get back.
That's no disrespect. All right, y'all. Let's pick one. God damn.
I say downtown Jesse Brown.
Downtown Jesse Brown. That was clean. I do like that one.
Yeah.
It's clean
I like
and
that one too.
Okay, downtown Jesse Brown. It is.
I liked my other one, but it's disrespect.
Oh, I like
Nah,
the other one
no,
too, though. But that's already
no.
a title somewhere.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
man.
You'd have to remix that a little bit for me to accept that one.
That's all good, man. The official TruVue rename for Paramount's
Ooh, there it is.
Ocean is Downtown Jesse Brown. Man.
All
And
right
then-
now.
That's nice.
Things will be great when we're
And the official
downtown.
TruVue score for this was a 4. Nah, man. Let's hit them with that rewatchability and recommendation recap.
Much like many other movies that we watch on here, if I were to rewatch it, it would be to watch it with someone who hasn't experienced it yet. But I do think there is some rewatchability here, and I would definitely recommend it. I think it's well put together. The shots are amazing, and I think the story is very balanced. So definitely a recommendation.
Man, I'm definitely
I'll
watching
go
this.
ahead.
And it's highly recommendable. I'm actually glad that I got something more African American to turn to when I want to work out these subwoofers and everything at the crib for my surround sound. You know what I'm saying? Because it was Pearl Harbor. They by far had the best sounding thing, but this gave it a run for its money, and I got great representation on the screen. So yes.
Yeah, I'll rewatch this more so with probably like my sons or someone who hasn't yet experienced it yet. Uh, and it'll be recommended because I think it's a good black movie, decent.
Yeah. For myself, I think maybe like Hyphen said, rewatch it with my children or something. But for my personal viewing, I don't see myself rewatching it.
Damn.
It wasn't a bad film. It was actually good, but just for my liking, it got boring after a while. But yeah, that's my take on it.
Okay. Respect.
No, I think this is a straight film. I think it's worth the rewatch. I think it's got good substance to it. I can't be mad at Zoe's take as far as how it does at some parts in the movie. That was my biggest shortcoming with it. But I think the story tells enough of what is good in I guess a national hero that you really have never really heard about or that was never propped in my face. So I think that's a good rewatch. And then recommendation wise, I would definitely pass it on. Again, Jonathan Major's been wrecking through shit, and then this is another war movie, but I didn't really necessarily feel like it was a war movie at the same time. And that's why I liked it. I liked it a lot for that. And that's why I could rewatch it, So, yeah, rewatch and re-recommend, yes. Pass it up.
That's what's up, man. And you can also rewatch and recommend the TruVue Podcast at TruVuePodcast.com, where you can like, subscribe, share, and comment to help us defeat that all-powerful algorithm that's trying to hold a black pod down. And thank you for riding with us over there at the YouTube, man. Be sure to hit that subscribe button, that bell for notifications. Throw the thumbs up there. Leave us a comment, man. And drop in the comments something you want us to review, because we here at the TruVue Podcast know that your time is extremely valuable. So why waste it watching bullshit? You drop us something that you want us to review, and we will give you the true view, because that's what we do. I was a little choked up because I'm so happy that the fans and stuff are following, and we getting like just people commenting, and we having like dialogue back and forth, man. It's just beautiful. It chokes me up inside, man. But y'all come on and join the tribe. You know what I'm saying? TruVue Podcast. Let's go.
I feel like they stopped listening after we gave our last rewatchability. So
You said you stopped listening?
I don't know. I feel
As soon as you started talking, I cut off my ears. I was like, click. What is he? Is he talking again? Damn.
He thinks.
Well, guys, keep following us over there on YouTube. I am Hyphen X, man. Thank y'all for rocking with us. Please go ahead, search in Amazon. Go ahead and put in Dinesh Hyphen X Cochran. You can put in as D as in delightful, E as in excellent, N as in nice, E as in excited, and two Z's as in zebra. That's Cochran, like Johnny, Cochran. All right, go ahead and purchase one of those books. Like this one right here. Manifest Your Desires by Setting Goals Journal. Okay, go ahead and get one of these today. Go ahead and start being real about yourself and your goals. All right, and be on the lookout for my new book, Yo Black People, inspired by Jay of the TruVue Podcast himself. Alley oop to my guy.
Man, and while y'all got that device in your hand, make sure you head over to zomixed.com for all of your music production, audio production needs. You can get your songs mixed, mastered, and get some fire ass beats, man. That is ZOMIXEDIT.com. Tap in with your boy.
There you have it. There you go. TruVue Podcast. That's the end of the show. Man, I hope y'all enjoyed it. Like I said, y'all go ahead and keep that engagement up in the comments, man. We like what we're saying, and we hope to bring you guys more heat, more fire. Anything else? Let's wrap it up. Well, with nothing else to be said, y'all know what the hell we always say.
Hey, fly high.
Damn. God damn it. Well, just go watch
Don't
it.
watch it, man. Don't watch
TruVue Podcast.
A bunch of different views.
Your boys keep it real, man. I really like listening to them, man. They funny. Yeah.
Son.
You know what I'm saying?
They really speak their truth. What the hell was that?
You're